Level up kings, I'm talking to you. We back with another reaction video, and today's video is who pays on a first date. This video is from Matthew Hussey. The title looked pretty interesting to me, and the thumbnail, so I was like, let me check this out. I know this conversation has been coming up over the past few years, which is kind of a stupid conversation to me, to be honest. So let me get a different perspective on it, and I wanted to check it out because it's a room full of women and I wanted to get their thoughts on it. And I'm surprised that it's a group full of women and it's a male dating coach, so that was also had caught my eye. So my initial thoughts on it is, when it's the first dates in the beginning, the guy should pay. Like, let's just leave it at that. Like, traditionally the guy usually pays. Now you guys are getting into a situationship, growing into a relationship, the woman should help out sometimes, right? And it also shows the guy, especially as men, we are also used to paying. When a woman says, hey baby, I got it, it also shows us like, wow, she actually cares about me. She's actually considerate. She's actually considering my financial situation. Be like, hey, save your money, let me pay for it. Or hey, this is my way of showing that I appreciate you. I'm spending my hard-earned money on you, and it's reciprocity, right? So let's just see what anybody else's thoughts on it is.
Question. We had this person at the back in the stripes. Yeah, let's hear from you.
During the dating period, you know, after like 4 or 5 months of dating, I'm just wondering, at what point does it get, do you have to pay, did the woman have to pay when they go out? The guy is asking that there should be
4 or 5
half and
months.
half at that point when you already,
At what point?
when you already been dating for 4 or 5 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, okay, to give you a quick answer on, firstly, I think we should just deal with the who should pay thing to begin with. When you're on a date, who should pay?
I know. I mean, that's what I told them. You know, I'm sorry.
But-
I would say, I'm dating. We're dating. You
But
know,
here's
the
the-
gentleman here. You're supposed
okay.
to pay.
He's supposed to pay.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I told them.
but you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No. Whenever both.
Where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys you can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to fucking pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal. This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. I wonder what paradigm that sets up. Here's my view. If you go on a date with a guy and you don't offer to pay your share, you weren't taught right. If you go on a date and he doesn't pay, he wasn't taught right.
And it's the thing too, the type of date that a woman, quote unquote, requires you to take her on, especially in the beginning, that also might raise your antennas. Because it's also like, if I'm not in this lavish restaurant, or if this date isn't costing X amount of dollars, I don't really care about going out getting to know you, because a date can actually be free. A date can actually be $30, $20, $15 or less. You go take a walk in the park, get some ice cream. I know that's cliche, but we actually trying to get to know each other. We're not trying to go out and impress each other. We're not trying to do something nice to get a picture for social media. We're actually trying to get to know each other. So the type of date matters as well in the beginning. And it's also something that should be earned. Just like some women might say, I'm not doing X, Y, and Z for a guy until he earns it. A lot of guys stand on in the beginning, I'm not taking you on, excuse me, I'm not taking you on this expensive dinner date until you earn this, until I see that there's value in getting to know you. there's value into you becoming my partner, right? Check out my cat.
I can tell you right now, if I was dating someone and they never offered to pay, I wouldn't be dating them. I can tell you that now. If they never offered to pay, I would not be dating them, because I'd say, this is the most polite they're ever going to be. And they're not even trying to pay now. What does that say about my future? But look, let me come at this from a different angle.
That's real shit. A first impression is a lasting impression.
I will always treat my partner how I would treat my best friend. And I wouldn't apply a different standard to my partner than my best friend. I wouldn't say to my best friend, let's always go out to dinner and you always pay. I'd say,
like they say, this is for the guys, because a lot of guys be like intimidated and overthink shit. When you dating a girl, it's just like, and when you talking to a girl, it's just like talking to another person that's your friend. You just more romantic, you just more intimate. So that's another thing that he just like mentioned, like you treat her like you treat your friend. Same thing with the communication for you guys who overthink it and have fear of talking to women. It's the same thing, you just a little more romantic here and there.
let's be teammates here in whatever way we can. And maybe, by the way, proportionately, what you can do is less than what he can do. That's a different thing. If he says to you, I want to go stay at the top hotel in Big Sur this weekend, and it's $1,500 a night, and you say, I don't have the money. It's his job to say, it doesn't matter. I didn't do it so you could pay. I did it because I want to go and I want to take you. Great. That's what that is, right? Or if you both agree to go on holiday and you have a fifth of his earning potential, you say, I want to contribute to a fifth of this holiday. It's overly simplistic, but you get what I'm saying, right? I'll contribute on the level I can contribute. Let me tell you what means something.
That's true also, because I've like dated women that made more than me, that made much more than me, that made the same as me, that made less as me. And they all offered to pay. They all offered gifts. And even sometimes where I told them that's okay, I got it. It also stood out to me because it's like, wow, this person wanted to do this for me because they genuinely liked me, right? And it's also, there's been teamwork type situations where as though, oh, you pay this amount, I pay that amount. Whatever the thing was, whether it was a date or not, it's just about working together. A lot of times we get so caught up in a lot of this internet stuff, like you supposed to do this and you supposed to do this only, you supposed to do that and you supposed to do that only, and if you don't do this, I'm gonna feel this way, and it's just a whole bunch of goofiness going on.
Something to a guy, trying. That means something to a guy. When he feels that you're not even trying to contribute, that's when he feels used. Because any guy who's really confident and self-respecting, if the woman never is even trying to contribute, he feels like he's being taken advantage of. And it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the lack of gesture. So I would be looking at, if you like this guy, maybe if you're in different positions, figure out what you want to contribute proportionately or what you can contribute proportionately, and treat him as you would your best friend.
Stop that. Excuse me. And like you said, it does have to do money, like even like contribution around the house. Like, what are you helping with in the house? What are you helping with what he's got going on? And the vice versa for guys too. But it's like, just figure out how could you help to make things better, man. That's the overall goal of getting into relationships. Yes, romance and love is cool, but that ebbs and flows, it fades. So what else do you got to stand on during the foundation? Why should this person continue to date you? Why should this person keep their options closed and be exclusive to you if you can't help with anything? Level up, kings. I'm talking to you.